Obi or nothing. Ah, you guys, I say be careful what you ask for, because una go get both. Una go get Obi, and una go also get nothing. What do I mean by that? Wait,
Again, the convergence of blockchain and AI. Now, with AI, you can expect within this year, we're going to see deep fake so real, you cannot tell the difference. People watching this on live stream, they will not know what's in here.
We're not here.
We're having dinner somewhere else. So, to counter that, you will need some form of digital watermark. That is actually a cryptographic evidence
That you're
this is
real.
real.
Yeah.
It's my signature, his signature.
Who puts that? The tech companies? By the way, they're so excited at the back. They're trading crypto on the back of Larry's comments.
It's all your fault. No, we control our private key. It's going to be private public
It'll
key.
be personal.
We'll have control.
It's going to be like your irises, your fingerprints. It'll be a digital.
But it's stored on blockchain,
Yeah. And
witnessed by the global population.
Everybody knows.
Cannot be faked.
Yeah. But does this change everything for just capital markets?
It will. Yeah, I mean, my gosh, if we could tokenize bonds and stocks tomorrow, one of the great things that BlackRock is being accused of is how much vote we have. I wouldn't vote anymore because we would be able, through tokenization, to know the owner of record instantaneous, and each owner of record will do their proxy voting. I would love that outcome. No, but it would democratize investing in all ways that we can't imagine.
Even political systems, how you vote in a country, can be changed by that.
And do you think that, again, the Trump administration will accelerate that?
I think they're moving that direction. How far they actually will go remains to be seen.
But if you do have a digital validator, like your fingerprints or your irises, I mean, you could tokenize voting. You could do everything. And so it will change how we think and how we live and what we do. And
we've been talking to some Southeast Asian governments, including Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia. All of them historically have the populations who are trading black market, bitcoins, and what have you. But now the governments are realizing U.S. is driving a global policy shift. So they're now doing something very clever. They're saying, you know what, we're going to issue a new form of digital ID to every single citizen. Along with that is a digital wallet.
Which
Brazil
and India has already done.
You're both so...
There are two questions, and I have a third issue that I think, Ruben, you need to address. But let me start with the questions you have raised. I think first the issue of INEC. I think everybody is fairly aware that INEC, as presently constituted, has lost a lot of credibility. And it is very important that the institution gains this credibility. Otherwise, the stability of the country is going to be threatened, because when you have institutions that are not delivering, and especially a key institution like INEC, and if this failure continues, then it will erode not only, confidence in INEC, but confidence in democracy itself. And when that happens, you know the consequences. So let me come back to INEC. I think there are amendments that the whole country is waiting for. For example, that amendment, which I think late President Buhari refused to give assent to, which mandates INEC to use electronic electronic tools and to use technology in delivering the result, is still pending. But more importantly, why should the president, whoever is the president of the country, who is an interested party in the election, be the one to propose the head of INEC? I think late Uwais committee has made very good recommendations, which have been blocked by those who are interested in manipulating INEC. I think we have to rescue INEC by making sure that the head of INEC is not appointed by a sitting president who is going to be interested in election. So there are a number of things that needs to be done. I'm not sure there is sufficient time for us to raise that, but I think the key issues are two. One, that INEC's credibility is at stake, and two, we have got to insulate INEC from political interference. If that doesn't happen, then it is the democracy that is holding the country that's being actually run down. And when that happens, there are consequences. The second question, if I remember correctly, which you raised, is where do we go from here? I mean, considering what former President Jonathan said. And I think it ties down with the issue that I really think you should be raising, because the whole gathering in Accra is around the crisis of democracy, that democracy is not delivering the expectations of the people. And in Nigeria, if you take the statistics from 1999 to date, that's about 25 years. If you take the indices of development, whether you are taking the paternal and maternal mortality rates, or if you are taking the if you are taking the GDP, the growth in the economy, if you are taking all the indices of development that you take, you will see that from 1999 to date, we have been going down the drain. In fact, the GDP for this year is said to be much lower, actually about less than half of what it was in 1960. In other words, this country, under this democracy, is actually going down the drain. And it is time to really ask, of what use, of what benefit is democracy if it cannot really deliver? Is democracy made for the people or people for democracy? If democracy is supposed to serve society, then it has failed in Nigeria. And it is time to start thinking of how do we really bring about a system that can work for us. I watched the debate from beginning to the end, and I was saddened by the fact that the elite that gathered there could not think out of the a box of Western frame of thinking. In other words, they were all, and especially the guest speaker himself, he was going round and round while admitting the failure of democracy. He was still saying that we should stick to democracy. And that doesn't make sense. I mean, you have admitted that this system has failed to deliver, and you are saying that we should still hang on to it.
I feel you, man. What you admit that doesn't work, then how come if you want us to stick to it? I feel the guy, the guy pain there anyway. Welcome. So, well, okay. So this is my new. Hell no! What happened? What happened? That's not a deal. Wait a minute. 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 Oh, okay. I gotta take this shit out. Nope. I'll show you now. Hold on, man. Okay, I think. I still not get the good view, but isn't that beautiful? Uh, when you go across, that's Mexico. Across the shoreline, where they see so that's Mexico. Uh it's pretty, huh? It's give me that place, eh? That's downtown San Diego. They look far away from me, so that's why they say it's that. I think that's downtown San Diego. I've not been to that area yet, but I'm pretty sure that's downtown San Diego. Why would they try find out why Obedient we just wake up? Obedient just wake up, begin to find no say. I mean, 2 months ago, they don't even know where they were not even sure if the man called Obi himself will even run. Now they don't get a house that is according to Obi himself was jointly built. But the announcing said that if Obi did not have the house, they're not going to agree. And knowing how those old men they play their game, I will say, well, they could do us what Democrats do is followers, their followers, her followers, the party followers. So how what Democrats do? They have to wait till the last minute before they talk say Biden no go contest. And they choose someone and they begin make excuses that there's not enough time. There's not enough time to do primaries and all that kind of shit. That's exactly what's going to happen to the Obedience, but in this case, it's not going to be. Of course, I know the Obi go contest, but they'll wait till the last minute before whatever. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what they are going to do that will make them go there happen. I don't know if it's going to be amicably or will resort to enmity within themselves. But one thing for now towards now the dying minute, or just a deadline when party has to present their presidential candidate. So at that point, there's no going back. They will just adopt another party and throw them out since they are not since saying that the ticket must be Obi must be sitting on top. That's not going to happen. I hope again I'm wrong because my at the beginning of all these their shenanigans when that party when ADC came together, I said, well, this is a plan strategy from the northern power brokers. All these gathering now because of Obi, and have any kind of removing Tinubu. Doesn't make sense removing Tinubu anyway. When I mean removing Tinubu, doesn't make sense they don't support him. So Obi is the target. Obi is the how do we stop Obi? this whole Obi this already resurrect again because well the men with Sabi knows that the obedience still very much there. It's only going to grow bigger. But how do we cocktail it before 2031? That's the game I play, and I still stick to that understanding until otherwise. Because at the last minute, they go throw Obi out, throw Obi out in the sense that well, I mean, there's no way you will sit at it. I don't even know. I don't even know the guy. I try so hard to frame how they want to, what kind of offer they want to give. What's his name? Atiku for him to say, okay, yeah, I'll support. Maybe there's anybody to support at all. I'm seeing I'm but that's reaching too far. I still believe that the competition is still going to be Atiku and Tinubu. Now, we will Konkoso will be the guy because his own political lifeline is at stake. That's why they do all this. What they do so. His own political lifeline is at stake. He has to be on the ticket. Now on the ticket in the form of either vice, there's no one vice president, but vice president to who? To to Tinubu or to Obi, because he can't stand alone this time around. They'll finish him. So I don't know, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't know why the Obedience can't see that this time of the game is about taking over the streets, not in form of rally, protest, or whatever. But at least by now, nothing less than 40,000 Obedient should be everywhere, reminding people of what is at stake and the tax ahead. That's it. That's what the Obedience should be doing right now. At least 40,000 volunteers from now on. At least, as far as I'm concerned, they are already 3 years behind. But hey, this is 2026 with the latest technology and with plenty money. Any gap can be covered up. So the easiest way or the only way to cover that gap, 40,000 people, volunteers. There's election coming. This is what is at stake. This is where we are going. Like that's what they should be doing right now. But guess what? The men we sabi put their head for. They give the assignment, the different assignment. At the time where the president himself is having a sleepless night, not because of anything, because of his political future. Who know where he will continue. Either they go tell us, say, Kaboga, you just have to go. At least at that point now, with what happened to Meduro, everything is possible. Everything. See, that's my God right there. That ball, have some. Abi, am I making sense at all? Am I making sense? The whole point I'm trying to make here is that the Obedience don't know their priority. I don't know who their coach. Make they use a sport term since now. What's in Nigeria plays who win? We can never finish. You ain't Dallas. You ain't in Dallas. Where in Dallas are you?
Huh?
Where? You say you're in Dallas? Where in Dallas?
Fort Worth. East
Fort Worth?
Frisco.
You
Yeah.
from Frisco?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's where I'm from too. Been living there for the past 6 years, off and on.
You're from Frisco?
Yeah.
No
Now
way.
Frisco, the colony, pretty
Oh, the
much.
colony,
Sometime the
yeah,
colony,
yeah.
yeah, just next to Frisco.
Yeah, no way. When'd you move out here?
Huh?
When'd you move out here?
Right there.
Yeah.
The sun, man. Fucking cold right now in
Sure
Texas.
is.
Yeah.
It sure is.
It's freezing cold. That's why I live, actually, for real.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I was like, I can't stand it. So, what are you doing out here?
We had a real estate conference here.
Real estate
we came out for a
conference?
couple days.
Oh, so yeah, the guys are good in Frisco, huh?
Yeah. So, well, that's cool. Well, good to meet you.
Same here.
You too.
Pleasure. Have fun. Anyway, I don't know how they enter people matter. But again, all these people where they watch, where they look, so how they talk. You have na bot. Uh-huh. They give the beauty of San Diego, free of charge. And yes, another coffee. I will be. Who is you? Who is you? Let me see who's this. Mr. Wale. You don't share that. How only? Sure. So yeah, before I get too far away from why we are here, please somebody who be the coach of the Obedience, or where is their technical room? As I said, I'm gonna use sport terms since when I'm waiting spend much of my time today they do that. Oh win, no be man alone. I'll be alone. Who tells I'll be alone? Come closer and then you see men and women. Alright. But I feel you though. I got you. So I don't understand the logic behind if not BOB. How did they phrase them against it? Well, the whole point is to I know it's a kind of a campaign, it's they're just trying to see if they can beat the ADC structure into to their own side. They're trying to show their popularity. That's the whole point about it. This is them, making case why Obi should be the guy. But it doesn't make sense to me because this is what they should be doing three years ago. Now action time with this. Just like China. China took their time, laid down one belt, one road initiative. And they don't now when America put a gun for their head, they start offloading through those initiatives. That's why that is now waiting at the expendable obedience. Do they stand for everything? This time, this one, 11th hour. Now finishing touching. Now they're supposed to do. Not supposed to do now. Finishing touching in the sense that at least 40,000 volunteers should be on the streets of Nigeria everywhere. Carry out the obedient agenda, whatever that is, letting people know why things should go their way. I think that's the best way to make case for Obi rather than say, the 30 old man. the 30 Atiku. Like how? I mean, whoever that is, who's their coach? As I'll keep asking. Who's the coach? Who's in the who's in their technical department? Who they design their? I mean, they just a wall around like that. Ah man, I ain't got. That question, I feel fail out. No, on a more serious note. We gotta go. My small yard today. If you look inside. So on the 17th row. So on the 17th row, 36 to your left, you see him. Bam, bam, bam. So the obedience, I just want to understand the logic behind threatening an old man. There's no no get respect. Now see they show up. What are going to tell the old man? Say, make me back aside. Have you guys ever heard of the last kick of a dying horse? That man know that man know no say swear for now. Go catch you now. Da, 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 dee, dee, boom, ba. I think that strategy is just a distraction. It's not helping them at all. If they are maybe they are trying to capture the sympathy votes in the sense that uh, if Atiku no agree and to either go into primaries, Atiku win, however they do it, they will turn the they will turn the story against him that this is the man is not for democracy, that and I don't know whether there's any workable road to that. At this point, the country is so divided in a way that I don't think trying to frame anybody along that line will even work. So I don't know, but I felt that what happened to the Democrats when they decided to withdraw Joe Biden at the 11th hour is what they are planning here. I think. Um, Now or never. Be now or never. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, not the two they will get to. They will get B now, but it's not going to be ADC. And after now, they also get never. That means you guys they will beat out. They will beat out to a point that we know we ever see them again. So at this point, they should be careful what they ask for. That's my advice. They are looking for something to do with their energy. Hit the streets. 40,000 volunteers, even in 3 days a week, they will come outside. The whole right is, conjure for parks, however they want to, church group, go a fishing, home sales. I mean, the church is a very, church is the best institution. Yeah, I mean, the only talk is there's a template out there. They should use the church template. 3 days a week, they should be outside, go a fishing. 2 days of the week, they should be doing home sales. I know that much. I was part of those process back in the days. 3 days a week, you go out with pamphlets that contains what you people stand for, the vision you guys have for Nigeria, and how workable it is, and remind them the day done. Twice a week, when I meet every street, there should be a meeting. Do it religiously for the next 12 months and see if Atiku if you no go if the guy no go change. You guys will, and I'm telling you, the guy, if you guys actually demonstrate that, I think everybody will follow now. But me, what what I'm saying is not new, it's not strange. Mandani did it in New York. I was right there and they see people. So I know just they talk. I mean, the MAGA did it. Trump now, I mean, it's still very much still our life story today. 100 years from now, only those things you go to hear of Trump, MAGA movement. That's it. You any other person again. The same thing, the Obidients can also rely on that. It's doable. The energy is high. When they talk because of what happened to them in 2023, they are not going to be interested again. I say, shut the fuck up. Who tell them? I say, now you guys have the right to decide which election they will be involved in or not. The men will beat you guys into submission. And that's exactly what is happening. So, Obi is not your typical politician. That is why Nigerians hold hope it will be different and move Nigeria. Of course, he has to win first. Doesn't matter what you have to offer. If you lost, nothing. So screw it. Now, what's that they tell you now? Like 3 years ago, be this obese this, obese that. No win, everything go not. Does mean that's exactly what happened. They don't start again. Eccentric. Go back and study what they did 2023 so that you will not be repeating the same mistake. They like grammar. They like grammar. Obese different politician. Who then which other politician is the same? It's people not different. Spunk also not different. Everybody has his own style. Yes, I expect that style is working for him. But guess what? It's not enough. It's not goddamn enough. You know, guys, you do more. The idea that come on, am I in the right place at the right time? It reminds me of those days where we did camp, where they put up a hotel like this. I see why they invest for all this Nigerian football. All right. One on overs. Yeah, sure. I don't know. My phone just died. Obi is not okay. I think we don't talk about that one. Eccentric. So that was the music they played throughout 2022, 2023. Obi is this special. Okay, we agree. That did not give the result. Or the result that got is not enough. So I wonder. I don't know. I don't see the logic using the same, the same thing that did not work. First, anybody see there? I don't know what's going on, man. Holy fuck. Is anybody there? Give me a sign. Shit. Show me a sign that we are still together. Or make I pack up. Let me go fishing since Obedience don't want to fish. Oh, not be even eccentric self. Who was that? Ahmed Saliu. See, this Ahmed Saliu na scam. Yeah, they promote obedient. You know, these are fake accounts. Anyway, good night, y'all.